What's up, Sportman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're discussing whether Konami should fire its employees or can they self-correct to fix the mistakes they have made here. Because, well, they've made many. But before we get to all that and so much more, I do have to give you the reminder that we are doing an entire case giveaway of the 2025 Megatins. Make sure to go check it out. It's a few videos ago. It says Mega Giveaway. You cannot miss it. All you got to do in that video is subscribe, like, and comment. I'll leave it pinned in the comment section down below. It's free to enter. It's 12 tins to one lucky winner. Might as well try and win it as well. We're picking a winner at the end of August. Now let's talk about this discussion here with Konami and firing its employees, or can they self-correct? But hey, listen, everybody, their self-correction is to fire them, and that's their self-correction. There's no way around it, everybody. They've made mistakes for too many years at this point, and it's too many different communities they have affected and really hurt at this point, and you've lost a lot of players in that process as well. So how can I sit here and say to you all that they can self-correct and fix these things? No, it needs to be a whole turnover, right? It's like going into your job every day and coming in late and expecting no repercussions, right? Eventually you're going to get fired. Eventually you're going to get laid off. They're not going to keep you. They're going to be like, nope, we're terminating your contract. At this point in time, you got to terminate some of these people contract here in Konami base here for the TCG especially. Like, the amount of mistakes they've made is absolutely insane to me, right? They've hurt the collector scene, right? You cannot convince me otherwise. From turning Starlight Rares into QCRs and now QCRs into Starlight Rares, right? And they've done many other things that they have screwed up in terms of the collective scene, right? Then you have the budget players not getting access to things they need. You talk about a reprint product like the Megatins, like the side sets that's supposed to give you access to things. They don't give you access to those things because they short print stuff, because they make too much of the set size, like quantity a lot. They make the rarities hard to obtain. It's all these things that don't help Konami and its player base at all. And its competitive scene has only gotten worse over the years. Now, do we get a lot of players still? Sure, we do get a lot of players at the events. However, it's one, poorly run in terms of the stream. Sometimes there's no stream. And then on top of it, the game takes forever to play. The pricing sometimes is god-awful. They've started to try to fix that process, but at the same time, it's like a little too late. Yeah, a lot of players have left the scene because of this. Right? So, listen, there is so much to fix that at this point, you do need a whole turnover. You need to fire a lot of people at that company and bring in people with fresh new ideas, because right now, they're not getting the job done. They're not helping Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh! Succeed here in the TCG. They're not, right? And I can point out many different things, right? The Megatins are a perfect example of how they're not marketing this thing properly, right? Yes, it's great to have the nostalgic, characters showcased in the tins, but not every year. Not every year. It gets boring, right? It's great to try to showcase your roots. It's great to showcase your history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But at some point, it's just nostalgia baiting, right? At this point, it's like everything is nostalgia. You have to release nostalgia in waves, so that way it feels special in waves. You don't release nostalgia every single moment of every single set of every year's 10. It doesn't get special anymore. It just gets annoying. It gets frustrating. It gets like, can you come up with something new? Can you do something new? You're just feeding into the history of the nostalgia of Yu-Gi-Oh! Of your player base. And sure, yes, I know it's all older players, but also it's on you to give us a new anime so that way you can actually put new stuff on here as well. Right? There's a lot of different things they can go and try to do to help the situation in terms of selling products, and they don't do it. So that's one, right? Set size is another. Putting a story rare in each pack is another issue. There's a lot of issues. The amount of sets we get a year is another issue. They just, I don't know. It's like they're putting the machines to like overcapacity at this point. The amount of cards they print, the amount of rarities they mess up, the quality control is terrible because they're just printing cards like it to no end. That machine probably has never gotten a break. At this point in time, the machine probably wants a divorce from Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh! There's too many sets coming out at once. There's too many sets just being rolled out. You gotta take a step back and like focus on a set to make it worthwhile and open, right? We talked about it, right? A set doesn't feel worthwhile opening anymore because there's not many things in it to open, to get, to really value on. And sure, it's fun to open packs. You shouldn't be looking at the value all the time. Sure, I get that part. I get that avenue. But at the same time, a huge avenue of why people open packs is to pull something rare. So fix that problem. And by fixing that problem, you release sets slower because you're able to take more time in developing the set more properly and actually not putting filler stuff in the set, but putting actual value stuff in the set that would speak volumes to archetypes that haven't gotten support in a long time. Giving out nostalgia stuff every now and then like this is fine. I'll even say it's fine at this point because I know this is the route they're going to go in the future anyways, just reprinting nostalgia stuff. If you go about it in waves, that's fine. It's when you do it too much, it gets a little annoying. Not every single major nostalgia or set needs Zodia or Dark Magician or Blue Eyes. It's great. Like listen, we have a huge community that loves those cards and archetypes. But value other stuff as well. Make other things important. Because you'll see other people come out the woodworks and buy those things. I get it. Your Exodia, your Blue Eyes, your Dark Magicians of the world, your Red Eyes, they sell a lot. I get it. But it also comes a point in time where those player base also well, it's great to play this, but now I'm just getting a little frustrating just seeing the same thing over and over. And that's where we're at right now. Because I think a lot of people that was looking at this, they're like, it's cool, another Exodia artwork. Will they mess it up like the Ultimate Rare? That's a question. And at the same time, it's I'm just so fed up of Exodia getting Exodia stuff. Can we get other things? Where's Time Wizard? Where's Summon Skull? Where's the love for those cards? Right, there's other major nostalgic cards that have never gotten love. More love than it should. The other place they're failing at is the celebrity area. They have all these Master Duel people. Zane, Xavier Woods, Dylan Sprouse, I believe. I always get confused with the Sprouse brothers, but I think this is Dylan. You have all these 3 celebrities. And you're telling me you're not taking more advantage of them? And I say that in regards to why are they not opening up a booster box with Ruxin, with Team APS, with the Kali Effect, with Team Samurai, with Cyberknight, with all these people, right? I know a lot of them are not your Konami sponsored people, and that's also an issue. We'll talk about that in a second. But this is how you get the game to succeed and prosper a little bit more in the media especially, because you'll have these famous celebrities opening packs with the Yu-Gi tubers. One, you'd make the Yu-Gi tuber avenue huge for Yu-Gi-Oh! More, because more people will tune into their stuff, as more people usually do, because the celebrities on their channel as well, and they'll grab those celebrities fans and start watching. Let's say Ruxin, for example. They'll start watching Ruxin stuff. And you go from there. You have them in multiple streams. You have them coming out to big events. You have them actually playing at a competitive environment. Sure, or maybe they're not the best players in the world, but just having their presence there, it's huge. Utilize the players and celebrities that actually like Yu-Gi-Oh! I see Zane posting about Yu-Gi-Oh! Buying booster boxes, all these things all the time. Why are we not utilizing him in other avenues? Why are we not doing that? The biggest problem with Konami as well is when you do these sponsorships. Konami sends probably their sponsorships to a few people, and sometimes we'll see people on YouTube opening stuff early, and I don't know who the fuck they are. Who the fuck are these people? I've never seen them talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Open packs or anything, but they're getting product early. Why? Who are you? First of all, you're nobody. I'm gonna be plain simple. you're opening it, but you know nothing really about Yu-Gi-Oh. You're just opening the packs. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, everybody here. That doesn't make any sense to me marketing-wise. Great for you. Like, listen, that's amazing. You got the opportunity to do so on your channel, but you are not involved in Yu-Gi-Oh. Why are you opening up early stuff for Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, I never understood that. I see some channels doing that. I'm like, wait, I'm so confused. Why they chose this channel to open up Yu-Gi-Oh when there's nothing going on with Yu-Gi-Oh on the channel? Or they only post anytime there's a new opening for Yu-Gi-Oh, that's when they post. Marketing doesn't make sense there. Why wouldn't you partner up with your bigger YouTubers? Why? Because you need to trap their mouth? You don't want them to talk? That your set's terrible? Because you're just waving them out like it's candy at this point? Because you're not doing your job properly? So you need to get people to sign contracts so they talk good about your product? Like Cyberknight, like all these people? And listen, I got inspired by Cyberknight to make videos. It's only now that I'm a little like, I don't know about Cyberknight anymore. Because can I really take what he says true at this point? Because he's kind of on a contract, so he has to talk good about them and never say anything bad. Because that's what really having a contract is with them. So think about that for a second as well when you're watching those Konami sponsored videos. Really think about that. We need more Konami sponsorships with people that actually talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, that actually make content for Yu-Gi-Oh, but also don't hold restrictions. Let them talk about the cards in the set. Let them talk about the archetypes. Let them talk about the game. Right? A lot of issues. These issues cannot be fixed with the current employees staffed at Konami. They have to be fired. There needs to be a huge turnover. There needs to be new, refreshing ideas, and also the perspective of those that actually care and love Yu-Gi-Oh! And the game, the community, right? That actually know the atmosphere of all three sections of the competitive scene, of the budget players, of the collector scene, right? Competitive, budget, collector. And your casual players as well, right? There's multiple avenues. There's probably branches into those as well. But changes need to be made. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on its way out the door because other TCGs are making its way through the door and doing a much better job. We have to think as a community, what are the ways for Yu-Gi-Oh! To succeed? And this is one of many. A huge turnover needs to happen in the TCG headquarters for Konami for Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't have these same mistakes continuously happening for years to come. You can't make a new rarity that looks amazing. We're all going to invest our money in this new rarity that comes out in this new set, and then make a similar new rarity like that one a few years later to then upset more people again. Because then you're just going to lose more people. Right? Because that's my biggest fear. They make a new rarity, and then make another new rarity a few years later that looks exactly the same as that one, but easier to access. And they start doing the same shenanigans again. We'll see what they do, but I personally believe they need to be fired. They do, without a doubt. A lot of things need to be fixed in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. They can't get the job done. It's clear as day. We've seen it for years now. They're not the personnel we need. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions, love to hear your thoughts, because I know this is a major topic. So definitely let me hear your thoughts, your opinions, and make sure to go check out that giveaway. Again, thank you everybody for checking out the video today, and we'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment, and peace out, YouTube.